Thank goodness. All right, where was I at? I said, hey, welcome back to Live Drawing with Octopolis. I'm Brian Miller, and it's Tiki Tuesday. Yay! We made it. My goodness. All right, hopefully we got all this audio and visual stuff working now. We just get this microphone actually aimed at me a little bit. Stole Christy's mic. Okay, now we're good. Hey guys, I hope that everybody has a nice cold drink. I'm having a Mai Tai tonight. Even got a little touch of pineapple on there. Fun. Cheers to you guys. Let's see, who else here? First of all, if you're lurking, we love you too. Thanks for lurking. If you're on the chat, welcome. So good to see you, Monique, and let's do this. Bex, Rainy Cakes. Who else is here? Tomcat. Let's do this. Thanks for sharing the book again. Traveler Bob. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Hopefully that mic's not toast. They're both fairly new, so I think it's just a connection issue. So I think every time we do a TNT, the very next time I do like a regular stream, it all goes crazy. So it'll be okay. Tomcat says spaghetti first and then drinks after. Dinner's a bit late today. Yeah, I hear that. Christy made a fantastic, like, Asian-inspired, almost Polynesian kind of sweet and sour tonight. So it was really good, and it goes really nice with the Mai Tais. So it's a beautiful day. Monique's like, get those hydrates ready to go. Brian can Mai Tai one on. Ha ha ha. That's pretty good. All right. Well, tonight, first of all, welcome. Happy Tiki Tuesday. I hope everybody's having a great week. And tonight I want to talk a little bit about the Kon-Tiki. Oh, I see that we got some shadow from the microphone. Let me see if I can scooch that out of the way a little bit. And hopefully you can still hear me. There we go. Chow Time says, we are having Kon-Tikis with pineapple bubbly instead of club soda. Ooh, that sounds good. I like that. I've mixed in some bubble water instead of club soda before. Always a winner. Always a winner. Well, speaking of Kon-Tikis, that's the theme tonight, is the Kon-Tiki Hotel in Phoenix, Arizona. I thought it'd be fun to draw up like a little mock poster of that. Farley says, I'm having sparkly water. Bubbles! Yay, bubbles! You know, feel free to pour a little something in there, if you know what I mean. A little something, something. But yeah, so anyway, I was thinking, start out with, just do something about the Kon-Tiki that used to be in Phoenix. And this place opened up in 1961, and they said that the main inspiration behind it was Hawaii becoming a state in 1959. And maybe the other inspiration was Thor Heyerdahl's Kon-Tiki voyage, right? So we don't know. Could be. That's speculation. But it might make sense. Might make a little bit of sense. Monique says, I think I'll go make a Mai Tai myself. You should, Monique. Go Mai Tai one on. So yeah, so the Kon-Tiki opened in 1961, right here in Phoenix, and it was a tiki-themed hotel, and it was designed by a famous mid-century modern architect. And I was reading about him. He was originally from Missouri, and he got the gig in Phoenix as an architect, and he did this building and another really famous building in Phoenix, the Cine Capri, which is like a movie theater. And he did so good that they gave him a big promotion, and they sent him to their offices in Hawaii, where he continued to be a very renowned mid-century modern architect. Oh, Whitney, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Did anybody notice? I didn't see our subscription notification pop up. Did anyone else see it? Maybe I'll add that to my list of broken AV things today to look at. Bex says, I'm thinking I might get a rum and coke. You go, Bex. So the architect moved to Hawaii, where he was very famous and celebrated. And one night, he was at a big party at a Hawaiian hotel, and he was drinking and having a good time, and he decided to do chin-ups on the lanai bar on the balcony, and the poor guy fell 33 stories to his death. He was like only 41 years old. So that was the end of his famous career as a mid-century modern architect and his connection to the Kon-Tiki. Whitney's like, oh my gosh, we're Twitch famous now. Oh, I have to say a slogan too when you subscribe with Prime. It's a law, guys. I don't know if you've heard about this, but like the Prime van will show up and take me away if I don't do it, so I have to say it. So it don't cost you a dime to subscribe to Octopolis when you use Twitch Prime. You're welcome. Tomcat talking about the architects, like, hold my beer and watch this. Yeah. But it's a pretty crazy story, right? I mean, you don't think of like architects as like wild and crazy party guys. But apparently this one was. So that's what he did, which is kind of kooky. But he made that architectural firm even more famous, and so they went on to design more and more mid-century modern buildings in Arizona. And this building was on Van Buren, which was like a almost like the Phoenix's version of like a Route 66. So like all the old hotels with neon lights and everything were on this street. And so all the cool, really, really cool vintage hotels were on Van Buren. Oh, thanks for the cheer, Les Dudas. Appreciate that. Les cheered 10. Thank you so much. Les Dudas says, missed having a stream earlier today. Yeah, me too. I was ready at 1. Some craziness happened here at the house with appliance failure and repair people and stuff. So it all just kind of went to hell. But we're here tonight for Tiki Tuesday, thank goodness. Tomcat says maybe he always designed his balconies with built-in safety net, but forgot he wasn't in one of his self-designed buildings. There you go. My wife wants to know about the Tikis. Were you interested in them and then Tiki Tuesday came about, or did Tuesday inspire the art? So I've always been a big Tiki fan, even before I started live streaming. And so like Trader Sam's at Disney was always one of my favorite places, and Undertow here in Phoenix, Quinch Press, who's not on here yet, he and I would go to Undertow, I don't know, once a month at least. Plus Hula's Modern Tiki and some other places, the White Rabbit. So I've always been into it. In Kansas City, we'd go to Casey Drew, who's on here sometimes. We would go to Tiki Cat in Kansas City. So I was always into the Tiki culture stuff. But I hadn't really done Tiki artwork until the streams. So all my Tiki stuff had been, or all my artwork had been, you know, Star Wars and comic book related, or X-Files, or all this pop culture stuff. But Quinch Press really pushed me. He kept pushing me to do some Tiki artwork. And then once I started the Tiki Tuesday streams, it's kind of started snowballing. So it's been really good. And like I did that sketch of just an idea for a Tiki mug, and that's been just blowing up like crazy. I actually got a phone call from a Tiki bar, and so nothing's happening yet, but we're in talks about maybe I'll design something for them. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like it's something I'm passionate about, but just never had time to explore on my own. And now that we have nothing but time, it's kind of taking on a life of its own, which is really cool. And thank you for asking. I appreciate that. You'll have to let me know about you guys. I know you guys travel all over the place and stuff. So do you frequent Tiki bars when you're all over the world, or is Tiki Tuesday a new thing for you guys too? Monique says, I don't have pineapple, just cherry, lemon, lime, strawberries, and blueberries. What to skewer? Well, you can't go wrong with a cherry in any drink, or a lime either for that matter. So maybe the cherry and the lime for sure. Traveler's like, wow, keyboard problems, haha. Yeah, and you're only on the first one, right? Traveler Bob says, thanks for the answer. We've enjoyed the tiki art. Thank you so much. I'm having fun drawing it, so it's been really, really therapeutic for me too. Bex says, that's so awesome. Way to go, Brian. Well, thank you, Bex. And I don't really have any news on the tiki mug this week like I did last week, but I can just say that there are several interested parties. But right now, I'm still leaning towards taking it to Kickstarter. I really think we have a chance to really connect with a lot of people that way and kind of make a bigger splash or a bigger impression. So I'm leaning towards that. And I think it'd be really fun to, I've been crafting the story of the tiki, the Octo Tiki, and Quench Press has been working with a bartender on a special cocktail for the mug, and with 8 ingredients for the 8 arms of the Octo Tiki. So I mean, we're kind of creating this whole like little world around it. So I kind of feel like, it seems to make more sense to take that to Kickstarter, where we can sort of tell a story and offer up some fun goodies to go with it. So we'll see, but at least today, that's the way the wind is blowing. It, every day brings a new challenge, so who knows. Whitney says, there used to be this tiki bar in Tacoma, where we're from. That was really good. Of course, I always ordered beer since rum drinks intimidated me. Katie, my wife, did get and enjoy a pineapple drink bigger than her head. That's awesome. Well, you have to see if you remember the name of that place, and we'll have to look up and see if it still exists in Tacoma, or if it's one of the lost tikis like this one. No, hydrate, but I'm drinking it anyway, people. Traveler Bob says, Tiki's kind of new for us, although Easter Island was cool for the Moai, and we really got into it when we traveled there. Yeah, and I think Easter Island counts. You see so much tiki stuff that's kind of Easter Island related or inspired, which is really cool. I didn't realize really until today, I mean, I knew it, but I didn't think about it, how much Hawaii becoming a state really boosted all the tiki stuff in America. Obviously there was post-World War II, a lot of soldiers came back and they were into the tiki culture, but when Hawaii became a state, it was almost like there were these almost like celebrations all around the United States with Polynesian restaurants and tiki bars and all this sort of like Hawaiian flavored shops and restaurants and things opening. So that sort of explains why for like a 3 to 5 year period everything was surf rock and tiki bars and Polynesian food, and even Annette Funicello, the Mouseketeer, she had a song called Pineapple Princess, which I don't even know if I remember, but they were saying that song was 100% because Hawaii became a state and rocked up the charts. So it's kind of weird to think about, because in our lifetimes nothing like that's happened. Think about what would happen if a new state joined the Union and how we would react. Let's Do It says, what about a tie-in digital mini comic about the legend of the Tiki Octo? Maybe. We definitely have some things in the works. That could be one of them. Let's Do This for the Kickstarter. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, it's a good idea. I will add that to my list of potential Kickstarter rewards and stretch goals. That's what we're doing. We're doing it together. Let's do this. Trevor Bob says, once in Jamaica, we bought these crazy tiki idols that look just like the one from the Brady Bunch that caused Greg to wipe out on a surfboard. We still have them and laugh when we look at them. That's great. Whitney says, the place in Tacoma was called Tacoma Cabana. They closed. The guy that owned it was some award-winning drink creator. Looks like they closed and opened a new one, the Devil's Reef. Ooh, well, that's a good name. Who knows if it's any good or not, but Devil's Reef is a good name for a tiki bar. I was thinking about doing some like tiki themed Halloween art this year. And I was looking around. It looked like there's quite a bit of like monster-y meets tiki stuff. So maybe that'll be something fun to do. I've had quite a few ideas. But you guys know me. It's like, it's time. So I have to make time. And then, what do I always say? I hate doing things half-assed. I hate doing things rushed. And I hate doing things that other people have done. So I have to come up with what I feel is like a unique take. So if I can check all those boxes, then I will be making some Halloween or some spooky tiki art this year. So maybe one of the streams in September, maybe we'll do that. That'll be fun. We'll have like a whole like Halloween tiki theme night or something. That would be really fun. I've seen some really cool like Creature from the Black Lagoon tikis and some stuff like that. So the sign for the Kon-Tiki Motel is really cool because the pipes are made to look sort of like bamboo, which I thought was kind of cool. And it's a shame, like I think I was reading that the sign, I think it stood until 1993 or 1997, somewhere in there. Oh, Traveler Bob redeemed a hydrate. Thank you, Traveler Bob. Cheers to you. Oh, here you can see the pineapple. And we've got the Fort Wilderness Lodge swizzle tonight from Disney. Cheers, thank you. I hope you all are enjoying a nice cold beverage too. And Bex redeemed a posture check. Oh, thank you so much. But yeah, so this hotel was on like a main thoroughfare here in Phoenix and was one of the most popular hotels in town. But sometime in the 70s, they started work on a new highway. And it took a long time to construct it. And so it didn't actually completely open until 1990. So the highway opened in 1990. And this place was out of business in 1993. So think about that. It only took 3 years to completely destroy this awesome tiki place that had been in business since 1961. So just by moving the traffic, you know, from going through this main thoroughfare onto this highway that circumvented it all, it just decimated all the hotels and shops and restaurants along Van Buren. So kind of crazy. All in the name of progress, right? And I looked, and what sits now where this place was? Well, there is the Phoenix Asylum, or the Arizona Asylum, which is part of the Arizona prison system. And where this hotel was is just empty dirt and grass right now, just enclosed in barbed wire as part of that prison system. So really sad what happened to this place. And I wasn't able to find a ton of photos, but I found some cool photos with some like, you know, great looking old cars parked out front, and kind of reminds me of some of the like vintage Vegas pictures you see, you know. It just looks like it's from like a totally forgotten time. And the big lodge, or the big like entrance, was back here, and then they had like a great house was where like most of the rooms and stuff were. So it's pretty cool. And now it is lost to time forever, kind of like Monique's kahiki, right? Gone. I had so many people comment on that kahiki art. I think so many people remember it who lived in that area. They were like, oh my God, I forgot about that place. I got to go as a kid, or my parents used to go all the time. So it's kind of nice to discover these things and stir up the memories in people, you know. Hey, Quinch Press, good to see you. Quinch Press says, good evening. Sorry I'm late. Hey, no worries, man. We're glad to see you. Cheers to you, Quinch Press. Tonight, we're talking all about the TIKI Hotel from Phoenix. Can I say that more like a game shows? The TIKI Hotel in Phoenix, where you could win these fabulous prizes. Excellent. So we'll see, maybe I'll do some of this background stuff in just marker or something. Monique says, skewers made, now to make the drink. Quinch Press says, cheers. Let's see, maybe we'll do all this in just like grayscale. That'd be kind of fun. Something light. Maybe we'll go like 50% gray for like the darkness back there. Tomcat says, you've been bamboozled. Get it? Bamboozled. I thought it was funny, Tomcat. I mean, I didn't hear the laughter, but I'm sure everyone else was laughing too. Because I know I was. Or am, or could be. It's all blur at this point. And we're just getting started. All right, let's do... Here, I'll get my Bob Ross on and be like, let's do a happy little palm tree. Or I could do William Alexander and be like, almighty palm tree. I think William Alexander is like the death metal of art instruction. Yeah, Quinch Press, you missed the microphone not working when I first started. That was a bummer. Tomcat's like, silently, haha. And he's like, does the squirrel live there? Because he's cocoa nuts. Quinch says, just getting started. Sounds like we're already in the reeds. I'm still on my first one. The bamboo reeds. Bounce, go, wow. I think either I'm getting better at the Mai Tais, or I'm drinking enough of them that I'm less discerning. I'm not sure which it is. But either way, I win. Oh, Chow Time redeemed to hydrate. All right. Cheers to you, Chow. And Monique says, hate the garage. Had to go to the garage freezer for ice in the shaker. Oh, yeah. Gotta have that ice. I was gonna say it's not a tiki drink without ice, but I guess that's not true. Because I'm sure Quinch Press could tell me like 30 different tiki drinks that don't have ice in them, but as a general rule, a not hard fast, more of a guideline, is that you need ice. Yeah, my favorite thing to do is like to set out the ice tray while I'm mixing the ingredients. Then the ice is like nice and ready to go. Chel's like, I thought you'd have a Kon-Tiki while drawing the Kon-Tiki. Tiki. Yeah, Inception Tea. I thought about it, but it's been a weird day. You know, I missed my earlier stream and everything, so I just had to go with like a easy, I can make it off the top of my head drink tonight. So, but it was a good call. I'm glad you're enjoying the Kon-Tiki. Quinch Press says, maybe not 30, but there are definitely some. You don't need ice for a Saturn, and that's an amazing tiki drink. See, we knew. We knew that Quinch Press would have the answer for which tiki drink did not need ice. And if he doesn't know, you don't want to know. So yeah, so like I was saying, guys, this place was cool. I never got to go there. Closed in '93 so that was only 3 years after that highway opened. And then it was demolished in '97. So I just missed out because I moved here in 2000. So demolished in '97. And then now it's just an empty field as part of the Arizona Asylum. So seems like a waste, right? Your tax dollars at work. Well, my tax dollars at work. I don't know about you. Monique says, light and dark Caribbean rum, pineapple and lime juices. Am I missing anything? No, it sounds good to me. If you want to do a Mai Tai, if you have it, you don't have to. You can do like a little tiny bit of orange curacao or Grand Marnier and a little tiny bit of the orgeat syrup. But if you don't have that, you'll be fine. And Tomcat's like, just pour in anything else you can get your hands on. Chow says, I wasn't old enough to drink at that time. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I think you might be right. But I still would have thought the tiki stuff was cool. I think 93 I would not have been, but 97 I would have been. But it was too late because it was already closed. And so sad. Luckily, my parents were really bad parents. And so I have photos where they like took me to Las Vegas when I was an infant. So there's like literally pictures of my mom like at the slot machines with me in one arm and she's smoking and they're drinking and stuff. And I was like, so maybe I got to enjoy all the, maybe there were like, I probably got to do some cool stuff when I was a baby and I just don't know about it. Monique's like, lol. Quinchpress says, I went to a dance night there around 92, but it was an after hours thing, just dancing, no drinks. Well, at least you get to go. That sounds pretty cool. And Monique's like, shake, 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 Sonora. Sounds like Monique is shaking up her cocktail. Oh, no, I was doing like a Caribbean shake, 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 but I guess you could also do, I mean, if you're lame, you could do a Debbie Gibson shake, but only if you're lame. Or like, how would that sound? How would that sound if you were lame? It'd be like, shake your cocktail, just can't shake your cocktail. Shake your cocktail. I just can't shake your cocktail. But again, she would never do that because only a lame person would do that. Monique says, I was doing shake, 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 shake your booty. Shake, shake, shake your booty. In the Congo line. Shake, 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 Sonora. Shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sonora. Let's do this is like, that's how I read it. Chowtime says, I just got a new shaker, double tinned, screw top, and a built-in jigger. Condensation proof and leak proof. Amazing. Screw top, that is nice. I don't think I have any that are screw tops. I've got a really nice like double skinned one that I love. But I'll admit, it's not perfect. It does leak on occasion. Monique's like, I'm gonna take pics, lol. Hey, you should, Monique. And one of the things we're working on for the stream is we are working on... So we're building a Patreon right now for the art instruction stuff. But we're going to also be doing some bonus benefits for subscribers to this channel. So one of those things will be a Discord server. And so you'll be able to share photos and chat and stuff while we're live on the Discord server. So that is coming in September. Sometime in September. Maybe not September 1st, but sometime in September. Whitney says, need a link for that shaker. Yeah, there you go. Chow says, where's your OnlyFans at, Brian? I've told you guys time and time again, I do not have a body for OnlyFans. I wish I did. I really do. But don't. Bex is like, Discord! Yeah, so we're starting a Discord server. So we'll have a section just for subscribers of this channel, and then within that section will be TNT and Tiki Tuesday, and then my normal sketches and stuff. So we'll be able to talk even when I'm not live. And so all of you guys that are friends here, you know, you'll be able to chat on there and share pictures, and it's a way to keep the community going even when the live streams aren't happening. Oh, there we go. Looks like Chow shared a link. Monique's like, who's going to teach me how to use Discord? Yeah, I hear that, Monique. All right, so it looks like Chowtime shared a link for that shaker, so if anybody's interested, you can definitely check that out. Let's Do It says, that'll be good for streamlined announcements too. Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, this channel, it's all kind of like building and growing and building and growing. And so it's a lot of figuring out what we don't know and then trying to adapt. But ever since TNT, Christy's really been gung-ho about bringing some of our art instruction online. So I think, you know, we've been doing classes for the Keyword School, but that's sort of like here and there. And so we're going to have a Patreon that's going to have like some art instruction tiers, but they'll also have like some art collection tiers, and then some that are combined. And some of those tiers will include Discord access, and then of course if you're a subscriber here on Twitch, you will also get Discord access, so you won't be missing out. And again, you don't have to use it, but it's just another way to connect. And so like a good example would be like, you know, if Monique wanted to share a picture with Quinch Press, even during the stream, or if the stream wasn't even live, you know, she could get on there and do that. So it's really nice, and subscribers will like automatically get access, so it'll be super easy. Let's Do This is like, come on guys, it's not that bad. It's like a chat room. The boss just has to set it up. That's the hard part. Yeah, it is. Let's Do This is like, it's like a message board. Quinch says, once you get it all set up, it's fine, but the interface as far as getting it set up and connecting to the community kind of blows. Yeah, but the good news is that Discord has a plugin to Twitch, and they have a plugin to Patreon. So once we get it all set up, it'll be pretty seamless, I think. Hey, Randy Cakes redeemed a hydrate. Thank you so much, Randy Cakes. Cheers to you. And Chow says Ventrilo, lol. I missed that. Is it like ventriloquist or something else? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Because I can fake that. Tomcat's like, Ventrilo, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Oh, that was a former Discord. Oh, okay. Wow. Now I feel old because even I missed that. I thought I was up with all the different networks, but clearly not. That's my lack of gamer cred showing through is what that is. Like Vine to TikTok. Oh, I get it. Okay. Tomcat says, I used it like 15 years ago as voice communications program. Uh-oh, Evan must be here. Fellow online pilots while flying flight sim games. Oh, hey, Tomcat. Do you only fly virtually, or do you fly in real life? I feel like we've had this conversation before, but you'll still have to tell me. Thank you, Evan. Thanks for playing the lightsaber sound. Cheers to you. Welcome to Tiki Tuesday. I'm having Mai Tais tonight with pineapple. Ooh, fancy. And I'm drawing the Con Tiki that used to be here in Phoenix. Tomcat's like, hey, Chow, thanks for the link. I already ordered the shaker. Well done. Look at you guys. We're like a Tiki brotherhood or something here. And sisterhood. Just want to say thanks to everybody who's watching tonight, including the lurkers. I don't say it enough, but even if you're not participating in the chat, I know some of you are listening in a car or listening while you work and do other things, or maybe just watching the artwork happen and can't hear me right now, but I do thank you. Maybe I should like write a little thank you for all the people who aren't listening. That would be fun. Oh, thanks for the subscription, Evan. You're at 3 months now. Woohoo! Your chat icon should get a new hat, I think, at 3 months. So good for you. Tomcat says, I do both. I turn my hobby into my job. It's pretty great. More real life than virtual these days. So I think I already said this, but my neighbor is a pilot, and he has flown military, and he's flown private. He can do like helicopters, jets, everything. And he's technically retired, but he still flies like, I don't know, 3 days a week. So it's pretty crazy. And he flies for like a private jet 3 days a week. Because I think once you're a pilot, you're like addicted to that lifestyle, I think. My dad was an airline mechanic for TWA. So I don't know if I didn't mention that or not. But so I grew up going to all kinds of air shows and stuff. Good times. Tomcat says, although once Star Wars Squadrons come out, I'm planning to fly a lot more virtual again. Haha. And again, thanks to Evan for the subscription. Chow Time says, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. Taking the day off to play it. Yeah, it does look really good. Evan shared 4 bits. Thank you, Evan. Appreciate that. Monique says, switching to my desktop so I can use stuff. Go for it, Monique. Tomcat says, just the day? I was thinking 2 weeks. Haha. Yeah, exactly. When that game comes out, it's going to be like, the internet's going to go dark. And Evan redeemed a hydrate. Thank you, Evan. Thank you so much. It's good. I'm telling you guys, I'm either getting better at making the Mai Tais, or I'm just drinking so many of them that I can't tell the difference. I'm not sure which it is, and I'm not sure that I care. So this sort of like weird, crazy shape back here, this was like the check-in for the Kon-Tiki, and then this part's like the porte cochere that you drive into. And then back here in the background would be like where the Great House and stuff would have been. Trevor Bob says, if Star Wars Squadrons is half as good as X-Wing versus TIE back in the day, I will be totally addicted. And Chow says, is everyone playing on the PS4? I think we should form a squad. Tomcat says, we'll be able to use the Discord to team up together. Perfect. Yes, once we get the Discord up, you guys can all chat here. That'd be great. Trevor Bob is on PS4. Let's see. So Trevor Bob's got he's got the beret on his icon. We'll have to get Evan to chime in and see if he upgraded hats or not now that he's resubscribed. Because you do have the evolving chat icons. Oh, Let's Do This has got... Let's Do This, do you got the bowler hat right now? Is that the one you have? Oh, Evan's got the Founder's Badge. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Evan's going to be on Xbox. I mean, I guess that's allowed. I don't know, guys. I'm not one to talk. I had an Xbox back in the day, and I loved it because all the good racing games run Xbox. I love me some racing games, especially like the rally games and like the Project Gotham racing. Oh, love that stuff. Because I gotta live fast, you know. Tomcat says, how does one become a VIP? Well, the person whose channel this is might bestow the title of VIP on someone. So I may have to review how long you've been a subscriber and how many bits you've cheered and things like that. But yes, each channel is allowed 5 VIPs, and so it tends to go to the ones who contribute the most. But yes, it is possible to be a VIP. Let's do this. Is like, yeah, the VIPs are assigned by the broadcaster. I like it. I never thought of myself as a broadcaster. I always thought of it as a streamer. Broadcaster sounds more important. Let's do this. Is like, yeah, I got the bowler. Monique says, are you ready to see my magnificent Mai Tai? Yes, please. Is it my... I can't really do magnificent as magnificent, but there you go. Magnificent. Chow says, I hear you. May have to upgrade my PC. Beck says, I was just trying to look up images from Kon-Tiki, and apparently there is a restaurant and lounge in Tucson. Yes, there is a restaurant and lounge in Tucson with the same name. I think more in honor of. I don't really think they had anything to do with the original, but that's still nice. It's still nice. In honor of works. But yeah, it's worth looking up, Bex. I found an article. Let me see what I got here. I found one on AZ Central that was really good, and one on saltriverstories.org that's really good about the Kon-Tiki Hotel. So if you get a chance, look both of those up. They're both on the shorter side, but really interesting stuff, and they've got some old photos and everything. So super interesting. Quinchpress says, I enjoyed Forza on the 360. Yeah, all those racing games are great. Chow Time, redeem to hydrate. Ooh, I'm almost due for a refill, Chow Time. Monique says, oh, this is tasty. What else does she say? I still have my bartending chops, just slower than I used to be. Lol, gotta work on my speed. Tomcat says, makes sense. Oh, Monique, I think she shared a photo of her cocktail. Let's see if that's right or not. Oh, hey, Monique. Wow. You did good. That looks fantastic. I love the way you made your lemon into like a little octopus guy. I'm going to say it's an octopus, whether it's not. I think you did a great job. That looks fantastic. Looks very tasty. All right. Looks like Evan redeemed the Gilligan's Island theme song. We'll get to that in just a second. Who wants to find the link for the Gilligan's Island theme song tonight? If someone can throw that up in the chat, I will go, not throw it up, but if someone can post the link for that in the chat, I will sing it. Quinch Press says, I got the bowler hat, and you get a bowler hat, and you get a bowler hat, and you get a bowler hat. Bex is like, nice, I saw that one too. Monique redeemed to hydrate. Let me refill and I can do that. Chowtime says, Gran Turismo for me. Yeah, that was a good one. Typecast talking about Gran Turismo on the original PlayStation. I think I worked at Blockbuster when the original PlayStation was out. Got my shaker. This one's double skinned, but it's not, let me see if I can get in there. But it's not a screw top, so. Tomcat's like, you don't have it bookmarked? Not my job, Tomcat. Not my job. If people want me to sing, they have to find the YouTube link with the lyrics. That's the rules. Alright, guys. Wait. Can you get that in a picture? Maybe? There we go. Very last drop. Oh, Quinch Press found it. Okay. Alright, guys. We're gonna do some Gilligan's Island damage here. Oh, first I have to do Monique's hydrate. Thank you, Monique. Alright. Another week. Another round of Gilligan's Island. Should we warm up for it? Me.
Just sit right back and
And hear a tale of a fateful trip. Started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. Passengers that sailed that day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost.
The ship's aground on
The shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Mary Ann.
here on Gilligan's
That's right, here on Gilligan's Isle, baby. Boom. Another week, another Gilligan's Island. We rocked it. Way to go, guys. Woohoo. Get those tiki tunes going again. Yeah. Thank you, Tomcat. I don't know if it's applause worthy, but I will take it because it's so much fun to sing. Oh, Chow says, I want to go to that Blockbuster Airbnb. So all the people that I used to work at Blockbuster with all messaged me and said they wanted us to all do that as like a reunion. I was like, you guys figure it out and I'll show up. Monique says, you can see my shaker in the pics. It's a TJ Maxx special. I think it was $10. What a great deal. Thank you, Traveler Bob. Thanks for playing applause. Farley says, good pour. Quinch says, or they can just let the mod find the link. Yes, well done, Quinch Press. You did a good job. Tomcat says, this is not NAM. There are rules here. Big Lebowski movie reference. Or no, in brackets. Can I do brackets? Evan says, thank you, Quinch. And then Farley gave me some crazy looking stick figure emote. Farley says, yes, I was hoping you'd semi-whisper movie star. Yeah, you have to, like, and the movie star. You have to do it, semi-whisper. She's so breathy, you know. Farley says, well done. Let's do this, redeem to hydrate. Thank you, let's do this. Cheers to you. Monique says, I just realized the background of the pic had my husband and I scuba diving in Rattan. Ooh, that sounds nice. Sounds very nice. Can't go wrong with scuba diving. Scuba's always good. Scuba, snorkeling, all that. I think that counts as tiki, right? Let's see. Let's find... Yeah, here we go. This will work. I'm actually looking for one with like a chewed up tip tonight. Let's get that in focus. Do it. There we go. Look how bad that tip is. It's so nasty. That'll be perfect for tonight. Because we want like just organic, thick, bold. No wimpy. Nope, no wimpy lines down here. Only big, bold lines. It says, hey, I'm desert tropical foliage. What are you going to do about it? That's what I thought, punk. Monique says the place was tiki-esque. Oh, cool. Evan says, no stream earlier today. No, I was ready for the 1 o'clock stream. We had our washing machine meltdown, and the stupid repair people showed up. Like, they were supposed to be here at 11, and they showed up at 1, and so it all became a big thing. So it did not work out. But we're here now. We're making up for it now. And today's sketch was like a gift for somebody, so I have to delay it till Thursday. So it was craziness. But it's that typical thing. They're like, we'll be there before 8 a.m. and 11. And then like at, 12:50 they show up. And I'm just like, Tomcat's like, appliance disaster, yeah. It's hard to live without a washing machine when you got dirty clothes. And it's been broken for a bit, and today was the day they were coming, and then once they got here, there was more drama, so it was crazy. But it's mostly good now, so. And don't even get me started on how the repair guys were not wearing masks. Grr, I say. Because why would they, right? Why would they? Bex is like, no! That's right. Only a state mandate. I mean, don't bother. I mean, not on my account. Just the customer. But I'm not bitter. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Florida Villainy says, Tiki Tuesday! Cheers to you, Floor. Enjoying a nice Mai Tai tonight with pineapple, with our Disney Wilderness Lodge swizzle. Look at that. Ooh. Don't you wish you were at Disney right now? Good to see you, Floor. And Bex is like, oh yeah, definitely not bitter. Not bitter at all. Good to see you, Floor. Hope you're having a great week. Hope your week is off to a good start. Hope all your streams are full of bits and happiness and good times and other things that are good. Whatever those things may be. Hey, speaking of good things, did you guys see the new trailer for what's it called? Enola Holmes, is that right? Where 11 is playing Sherlock Holmes' secret sister. It looks good. And Superman is playing Sherlock Holmes. Not really sure how I feel about that, but whatever. And I couldn't tell in the trailer who was playing Mycroft. Les does, I thought you were going to talk about DC fandom, haha. Yeah, DC fandom happened. There were some cool trailers that came out of that. The Wonder Woman trailer was okay. I don't know if I liked it as well as the previous Wonder Woman trailer. So we'll see. I thought the Suicide Squad trailer was like, it won the day. It looked really good. Oh, good night, Farley. We're missing you already. Randy's like, let's not talk DC. I'm kind of feeling the same way, Randy. Yes, good night, Farley. Farley's like, I shall lurk. Suicide Squad trailer was good. Video game stuff was okay. The new Flash season trailer was fine. The Batman trailer was pretty cool, actually. I mean, I have no idea what to think about it yet, but the trailer was cool. It was nice that they had the announcement about Milestone Comics. I didn't really see any other comic book content, so it's a little harder for me to get it. I mean, I like everything they showed. I just wish they'd showed more comic book stuff, but I might be biased. Quinch Press says Sam Claflin is playing Mycroft. He was Oswald on Peaky Blinders. Oh, okay. That's probably what I recognize him from. Yeah, that trailer looked really cool, especially with Helena Bonham Carter as the mom. I want to know if she's really old enough to be Henry Cavill's mother, but regardless, I thought that trailer looked pretty badass. I think Millie Bobby Brown will do good. I mean, it seemed like a smart role for her to choose. And like another Netflix special, so that looked pretty cool. Tomcat says, maybe it's like expecting MTV to play music videos. Yeah. I think it is like that. Again, they talked about Milestone Comics coming back, so that was really cool, but it would have been, essentially it was like upfronts, right? So it's like upfronts for TV and upfronts for movie and upfronts for video games, but then they don't really do any upfronts for the comics. So that was a little disappointing, especially since, I work in comics. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But I'm glad that everything went well. They got lots of good publicity and hype and stuff out of it. So hopefully that will bode good things for DC Comics as well as all the TV and movie video game stuff. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Quinch says DC Fandom needed to have Harley Quinn Season 3 announcement and it didn't, so they can bite me. Yeah. I mean, I think they proved that, they can do an online event, so that part was good, but, no complaints, just wish they'd had more comic book content, that's all. But all the trailers and stuff are cool. I really hope the Wonder Woman film is good, because the earlier trailer. Sorry guys, I got a little something in my eye. The earlier trailer was really good, and the new trailer was a little hit or miss. But hopefully that's just like editing and stuff. Hey, what'd you guys think of that Black Adam like animatic thing they showed? That was a little bizarre. Let's Do It says they failed to grab my attention throughout. It just seemed pre-recorded and it just didn't do it. Quinch says at least it sounds like all the DC Universe stuff will be moving to HBO Max, so the half-arsed BS DC streaming service can die like it used to. Yeah, I don't think I can comment on that, but yes, it does seem like the plan. I mean, look, if you're AT&T and you buy all that content, you're not going to keep two streaming services going. You're going to consolidate, so it only makes sense. I mean, I don't really see that they have any other option. Hey, as long as Quinch Press is complaining, let's talk about the Owl House and how awesome the second half of season 1 is. But it's only on Disney Channel on cable. You can't get it on Disney Plus, and I know that drives Quinch Press crazy. But the last couple of episodes have just been freaking outstanding. I think it's one of the best written cartoons on TV right now. And I always say this, and I don't mean it as a disclaimer. It's not as good as Gravity Falls, but maybe the main character Luz. Maybe the depth of her character is better. So it's tough. It's a tough call. Quinch Press is like, ah! And Let's Do This is like, that's the only way you can watch it? I mean, legally, I think that's the only way you can watch it. Quinch says, I'm really enjoying Infinity Train. You'll have to remind me where that's on. Or what that's on, where that's on. Where are you watching that, Quinch Press? Beck says there's a Tumblr that posts the Owl House episodes. Oh, Quinch Press says Infinity Train's on HBO Max. Oh, well, I have that, so I should check it out. Oh, Let's Do This says the Owl House is on the My Disney app now. Oh, okay, well, that's good to know. Well, guys, if you haven't seen Owl House, it is really good. If you like Gravity Falls, you'll like Owl House. I would say the first half of the season is a lot of setup. So, watch the first 3 to 5 to decide if you like it or not. Because once it hits, I think the second half of the season starts at episode 9 or 10, but it just goes into overdrive. It's almost like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like the first half of the season is in slow-mo, and then they figured out everything that they needed to do, and they just kicked it into overdrive. And if you even half the first half of the season, you'll love the second half of the season. Quinch says it's from the creators of the regular show, which I couldn't stand, but I really like Infinity Train. Well, I'll have to check that one out. I will for sure. I've also been watching The Muppet Show, the new one, on Disney Plus, and I have to say that gets a thumbs up, not just from me, but from Christy, and she's hard to please. We both agree that it feels like a very organic and natural evolution of The Muppet Show. It doesn't feel forced or fake or phony or anything. So I think they've done a good job with that. We've only watched the first 3, but so far it's been pretty good. And I think the Swedish Chef bits are probably the best. But the Miss Piggy bits are pretty good, and the Beaker science bits are pretty darn good too. Floor says, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's good. Yeah, it is. Chow Time's like, bro, you need to watch Hamilton. I know. Every time Christy and I watch TV, I bring it up, but so far it hasn't happened. So we will either watch it together or I'll watch it by myself sometime. I will say, in our defense, our lives have been turned upside down this month. So we've been sticking to a lot of like lighter fare and nothing too serious. Evan says, new Cobra Kai trailer is out. Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I've heard good things. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. And Beck says yes to Hamilton. Yeah, I know we would like it. Like I said, we've just been avoiding anything that requires like thought processing right now. And once we get into September and we can tell you guys more things, it'll all make sense. I hope. But for now, we're trying to keep it light. Speaking of keeping it light, I've really been enjoying Teenage Bounty Hunters on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. I think we're 3 episodes in, maybe 4. You guys know I grew up in like a super religious household. And so to me, it makes the show even more entertaining because the girls are in a super religious household. Plus my mother's from the South and this is set in the South. So like I can super relate to this show. Plus it's like seems to be like well written and funny. So if you're not watching it, check it out on Netflix and like I would say watch the first 2 or 3 before you make a decision because it's pretty rad. Whitney says never seen Hamilton and honestly not sure of the appeal. You know, I don't know if Christy feels that way or we're just trying to avoid it right now. But you know, it's on Disney Plus. We'll check it out eventually. Beck says I completely understand because it's the same for me when school's in session. Hey, Tilaylock the Rain God is hosting us. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And good to see you, Tilaylock. It's been a while. Thank you. Beck says, I'm on episode 9 now. Wait, which show are you on episode 9 of, Bex? Are you on episode 9 of the Teenage Bounty Hunters? Because you're way ahead of me if that's true. Evan says, what happens in September? I don't know if anything happens in September, but everything that's happening now will be hopefully somewhat resolved in September, and then maybe we can talk about what's happening now. But we will be launching our Patreon and our Discord server sometime in September. So as I was saying earlier, we'll have all those Discord benefits. There will be different tiers for Patreon, and there will be a tier for Twitch. So a good way for all of us to chat and hang out and keep in touch, even when the streams are not happening. Quinch says, already finished Teenage Bounty Hunters. Oh, good. Well, don't spoil it for me, but just let me know, like, nod if you still liked it at the end. Because I like the characters. I like where it's going. Telelog has some awesome emotes and says, work is a chore and takes up my time. I hear you. I hear you. So I am elsewhere other than enjoying Twitch and such. Well, hey, we're just happy to see you tonight. Thanks for hanging out on Tiki Tuesday. And cheers to you. Cheers to everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying a cold drink tonight. And drawing the Kon-Tiki Hotel that used to be in Phoenix, Arizona before they tore it down. So another lost Tiki. But we can celebrate it tonight. Evan says, what stream is Teenage Bounty Hunters? That is on Netflix. And as long as you are not super religious, you will probably enjoy it. Quench Express says, spoil it for you? No, don't spoil it for me. Monique redeemed to hydrate. Thank you, Monique. Cheers to you. Monique says, can we get a sticker that says, I'm not as think as you drunk I am? Yes, Monique. I know I need to make some new stickers. I will do that. I will do that. As soon as life stops giving me lemonades, that'll be my first thing. Or lemons. You know what I meant. Alright. We got the foreground done. We got the background done. We got to do the main event. Oh, Monique slapped the sticker. Boom. Wait. There it is. Cheers. I love it. Thank you, Monique. Evan says, I got the new chair. It's awesome. Just waiting on one device for my complete art setup. And then complete. Quench says, I enjoyed the end of the season. Okay, good to know. Like I said, I'm on episode 3 or 4, and I'm loving it so far. All right, let's go. 70. Evan says, what is Teenage Bounty Hunters about? So, there's these old men, and what they do is they go into prisons and they set people free. Oh, wait, that's not the story at all. It's about 2 teenage girls and they're bounty hunters, and they track down people and they take them back to jail. That's what it's about. Quench Press says, I felt like the middle got away from the bounty hunter stuff a little and suffered for it, but it came back around. Okay, good to know. I think on the episode I'm on, it was a little light on the bounty hunter stuff, so I get that. But yeah, I'm digging it. All right. Did any of you guys watch Magic Camp on Disney Plus? I'm gonna need some verbal. And by verbals, I mean typing. I need to see those hands raised in the air if you watched Magic Camp. And don't lie, I know some of you did. You can pretend that you're all cool and grown up, but I know better. Bexa says, I've been wary of it. Do you suggest it? And Quench Press says, I considered it for a second. Is it worth it? I'm going to give it just another 30 seconds to see if anyone actually admits to watching Magic Camp. Because I know somebody in our Tiki Enclave has to have seen it. Showtime says, we binge watched Johnny Tsunami. Heck yeah. Alright, so Magic Camp. Magic Camp is like a G-rated Meatballs with magic. So I don't know if I could recommend it or not. Tomcat says, only just got Disney Plus recently, so still have not a lot of stuff to watch. I'll get to yours, Quench Press, in just a minute. Evan says, I'll watch it because I have kids. Yes, perfect for that. So the thing about Magic Camp, I can't think of the main guy's name. He's like the poor man's Jack Black. Let me look it up real quick here. Magic Camp IMDb. Adam Devine. So if you see his face, you'll recognize him, but I always think of him as like the poor man's Jack Black. He's the main star, and it's not a bad movie. I know that doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement, but if you liked Meatballs, if you liked like summer camp films, if you liked Addams Family Values, where they go to summer camp, if you like that kind of thing, you'll probably enjoy it. It's not spectacular, but it's pretty good. Adam Devine is very funny. Jeffrey Tambor is very funny. And they do a lot of... If you've been to a summer camp, or if you've been to like a Las Vegas or Branson, Missouri magic show, you'll get a lot of the in-jokes. But it's essentially like, a kid's going to camp film, and the kids do steal the show. But Adam Devine is very funny. Very funny. And so I'm trying to think, like, how would I rate it? I mean, it's probably only like a 5 out of 10, right? It's not spectacular. But you'll laugh and you'll have a good time. And especially if you have kids, they won't be disappointed with it at all. But I thought it was cute because I'm a nerd and it's very nerdy. So, like, one of the kids is good at escape magic, and one of the kids is good at sleight of hand, and one of the kids is good at animal magic, and, one of the kids is good at card magic. So it's like a lot of... They each have their specialty, and they each have to shine at the end of the camp. So it's pretty good. So I would say that if you like that kind of thing, that you would enjoy it. But it's, I can definitely see where it's not for everybody, and it's not going to win any awards or anything like that. But it's entertaining, and I would say it has a lot of heart, and it was better than I thought it was going to be. Quinch Press says, I like Adam Devine in Pitch Perfect. Yeah, he was good in that. And he's pretty good in this. And Jeffrey Tambor's good in this too. And the weird thing is that Jeffrey Tambor is playing a role that Steve Martin was supposed to play. And Steve Martin had originally like co-authored or authored the original script. So it started out as, something a little bit more elevated, I suppose. Monique redeemed a posture check. Thank you, Monique. Oh. And Bex redeemed a hydrate. Thank you so much, Bex. Appreciate that. And Quinch says, it's got Jillian Jacobs and Aldous Hodge. Yeah, it actually has a good cast. All the people are good. I would say if you got like 90 minutes to kill, check it out. It's pretty good. And I think I was expecting it to be like one of those like Disney Channel movies, and I thought it was better than that. Because what it was is it looks like it was made back in like 2016, and it was not like a Disney movie. It was probably like for a theatrical release, and it just never got released. And now because of COVID, they're dropping it on Disney Plus. So it's like a legit movie. It's just not, it's a 5 out of 6, or it's a 5 out of 10. That's fine. Evan redeemed a hydrate. Thank you, Evan. Cheers to you. Ooh, loving that. Thank you. Anyway, give it a check. It's fun. Some of the magic jokes are good. I mean, even if you just like Harry Potter stuff, there's a lot of little in-jokes and stuff. Ooh, Tomcat slapped the rubber chicken sticker. Yeah. Quinch says, Aldous Hodge, Alec on Leverage, stars in a Star Trek short called Calypso, which is pure awesome, but you have to have CBS all access to watch it. Yeah, the guy from Leverage plays like the main kid's dad, and I won't spoil it, but definitely like pivotal to the story. So he did a good job. But I also think like the kids, the main kids in the cast, they did a really good job. Like they really stole the show. The only person who didn't wow me was the Adam Devine's like romantic interest girl. I wasn't really buying that, but otherwise the cast was really good. Oh my goodness, Monique cheered 25 bits. Thank you, Monique. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, our little Kon-Tiki is starting to come out here. Now, Quinch brought up Lovecraft Country. Lovecraft Country. Say that one twice. Wow, oh my gosh, Monique cheered again. Thank you, Monique. It's amazing. So, if you guys have seen Lovecraft Country, let me know. Christy and I have only watched the first episode so far, and I freaking loved it. Oh my gosh, Monique cheered again. Wow, 20. Thank you, Monique. You're on fire. Whitney says Rotten Tomatoes 40%. Not sure if you can show us. Are you talking about Magic Camp? Look, I said it's a 5 out of 10. They're saying it's a 4 out of 10. I think we're within, the realm of what's possible here. 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. We're close. I said it wasn't great, but if you have a soft spot for camp movies and for magic and for Harry Potter, you might like it. Monique cheered again, 25 bits, holy crap. Monique's like, doing 100 cheers the hard way to fill the glass, lol. Good job, Monique, and you are filling that glass. It's looking good. But Lovecraft Country. Holy, okay, you guys just gotta let me know. You gotta let me know if you've seen it or not, because, we've only watched the first one so far, but wow. I mean, what a show. I mean, that came out of nowhere. I mean, it's like up there with Stranger Things. I was really impressed with that. And I haven't watched the second episode yet, but I'm dying to see it. It was phenomenal. Beck says, what's it on? Quench says, HBO Max. Yeah, I would say, I don't know if this is going to be a big hit for them, but it could be HBO Max's equivalent of Stranger Things. It was pretty darn good. It was definitely way up there. I thought the cast was absolutely spectacular. Nothing was really overly telegraphed. I didn't feel like it felt fairly fresh. It also felt very now, even though it's set in the past. It felt so appropriate for right now. All the sci-fi references and book references I thought were amazing. I love the Woody, the car that they have. I hope it survives a couple episodes because it was really cool. Quinch says episode 2 just came out Sunday. I was watching it right before I got on here. That's why I was late. Well, I haven't watched episode 2 yet, but I watched episode 1 and loved it. Monique says, do you make the cheer emojis too? No, that's the cheer emojis are all through Twitch, not me. All right. Oh, what do we need? We need a little bit more darkness than a lighter shade. Okay. All right. No love for Lovecraft Country. Well, I was surprised by that. I kind of thought everyone would have watched it. It seemed like it was so amazing. Bex is like, I don't have HBO Max. Yeah, I understand. We're on the we were doing the free trial thing. Working for DC, you think they would just give it to me, but that's not how it works. They don't do that. Monique says, a show I miss is Timeless. I can't believe they tried so hard to cancel before succeeding. Yeah, that's kind of funny, right? When there's a show that people seem to like, and it seems like every 2 weeks you're hearing about how it's canceled. And I can't think of the main woman's name in that show. She had been on Suits. She'd been on Suits, and I like that show too, Monique. I liked it quite a bit. Chow says, will not return to HBO, still burned from Game of Thrones. Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, Timeless was a fun show, Monique. I did like that. I liked the cast quite a bit, and I liked the concept. And it was hardcore sci-fi. And I don't know. I don't know if NBC just couldn't find the audience, or I don't know. I wonder, like, if that had been on Netflix, if it would have done better, but it's hard to say. Quinch says, I signed up for HBO through Hulu for Game of Thrones and never canceled. Then they gave me HBO Max, and now I'm hooked. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff on HBO Max right now. I'll tell you what's not got anything on it right now is Amazon Prime. It used to have so much original content, and it just has, like, barely anything now. Monique says, Abigail Spencer played Lucy. Yeah, she was good. I really liked her in Suits, and I liked her quite a bit in Timeless. I think she's one of those, like, underrated and underused actors. Just because she's better than she's given roles to play, it seems like, a lot of times. Quinch says, I only watched about 3 or 4 episodes of Timeless. Tomcat says, I had an event at work with 2 instructors the other day, and their names were on the schedule as White Walker. I got a little scared, ha. Evan says Timeless had Anakin Skywalker in it. Oh, was he in an episode or 2? I missed that. I didn't see all of them. Beck says, did you watch Upload on Prime? That was the last thing I watched, but it was a while ago. No, I'm not sure about Upload. You'll have to tell me what that one was about. Quinch says, yeah, Prime is a joke. Bezos needs to spend some of that 185 net worth on some better content. Evan says, yeah, but The Boys Season 2 is coming to Prime. Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Prime, before COVID, was just packed with original content and with, like, vintage content, right? And now, I mean, they're probably counting the days until Boys 2 comes out because they just don't have very much original content right now. And it's a little... Like, I saw they have, like, a Madame Curie movie that just came out or something, but, like, really, everything else seems like it's kind of old. They need to get with it. Especially because, like, people are spending a gazillion dollars on Amazon. They can afford it. But also, I think, like, Disney Plus and some of the other ones are proving that, like, they can find old content that never got released and then put it on their streams, and people will watch it. Bex says it's about uploading your consciousness and servers. Oh, yeah, Bex. I saw the trailer for that. It did look really cool, but I haven't watched it. I think maybe, like, when Christie's tennis starts back up, I'll check that out. When I can just... Like, it's not something she would like, so... That's kind of how I treat a lot of my shows. I'm like, is this something Christy would like, or something I need to watch when she's at tennis? Bex is like, watch it. Monique says, I liked Matt Latner as Wyatt Logan, but I just realized that it was Kripke. It was a Kripke show like SPN and The Boys. Quinch says, Disney Plus can find old content that isn't Condor Man. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. I think that, as I've said before, I love Condor Man, even though it's a bad movie. I don't think they'll put it on Disney Plus because the finale is him dressing up undercover as an Arab, and that's not really, apropos in today's climate, so they probably won't do it. Evan says, the main actor in Timeless is Anakin in Clone Wars. Oh, okay. I missed that. Trevor Blob, redeemed to hydrate. Thank you. Tomcat's like, Clown Wars? Traveler Bob cheered 25 bits. Thank you. Whitney says, the newest season of Hannah dropped on Prime. Might be the big release Prime needs to pick up. The canceled Mouse Guard movie. Yeah, Mouse Guard would have been cool. I missed the first season of Hannah. It looked really good to me. So let me know, like, should I go back and watch Hannah or not? Because the trailers look good, and I never went and did it. Tomcat says, Attack of the Clowns is definitely the scariest Star Wars movie. What I really like about Attack of the Clones is the Jango Fett fight with Obi-Wan. And it kind of doesn't matter what the things I don't like about that film. Like, that part of it is pretty badass. Our little Kon-Tiki is coming together here, guys. Tomcat's like, yes! I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. Hey, did you guys see the Tantive 4 hallway playset that was announced? That seemed pretty badass. Whitney says, excuse me, Quinch Press says, yes, Whitney, Mouseguard got the shaft from the Fox Disney merger. That movie needs to happen. Yes, agreed. For multiple reasons, not least of which, the creator is one of our sort of like friends here on Twitch, so we want good things for him. Tomcat says, I'm sad they even cut a few things from it, I think. I remember one of the Attack of the Clones TV ads had a shot in it of Jango and Obi-Wan from the fight that wasn't in the final movie. Yeah, that's always the way, right? I won't get in trouble because I don't even remember the name. So, I got to visit one of the companies that makes a lot of movie trailers in Hollywood, and they wanted to talk to me about artwork and stuff. And so this was years ago, and nothing ever came of it. But when I was at their offices, they were basically telling me what a lot of us already know, which is that they're cutting trailers, you know, like a year before the film comes out, and oftentimes shooting is barely started. Like, there's just so little in the can. And they're having to come up with like really cool and exciting trailers for the studio to approve. Like, even when the scripts aren't even finished. So it's totally crazy. So like you say, sometimes there's things you see in the trailers that aren't even in the movies, and you're just like, what? Trevor Bob says, that Tanta playset looks sweet. Yeah, it does look really cool. Quinch says, I watched Attack of the Clones in the theaters and have not watched it since. I had also not seen it since until a few months ago. And I will just say that it was because I needed to create a piece of artwork. Now, whether or not that artwork is ever released, I don't know yet. But I can say that I had to go back and rewatch that film for a specific piece of artwork that I made. And if it ever comes out, it might be my first prequel art that I've ever done. Quinch says, I'm still upset that the floating lounge trailer scene in the trailer of Real Genius never made it to the film, and that was 35 years ago. And then Tomcat says, my main exposure to the art of movie trailer making is from when Lord Sean watches the movie in the holiday, haha. And Showtime says, the only thing that came out of Attack of the Clones is Padme's river dress. Well, you're not exactly wrong there. I do like the whole Jango Obi-Wan battle in the rain, but yeah, Padme's river dress is pretty badass. It definitely still kind of feels like the weakest of that trilogy, but who knows? I mean, with time, all these things change, but that's how it feels today. Chow says, still waiting for the TIE fighter to appear in front of Jyn Erso. Yeah, right? You know, that's a weird one now. There was an artist who created that artwork based on the trailer, but because the reshoots hadn't happened yet, that artwork actually got released Oh, thank you for the applause. I appreciate it. Thank you, Real Genre. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Oh, and thank you for the follow, too. Super appreciate it. And, feel free to hop on the chat and interact with us or just lurk. Your choice. But thank you nonetheless. Tomcat says, you think with time Anakin will like sand. Well, if you want to spend 1,000 bits on the sound alerts, you can see how Anakin feels about sand right now. Chow Times cheered 5 bits. Thank you. Real Genre says, dude, you're dope. Thank you so much, Real Genre. Thank you. Having a little fun with this tiki art today. Today's cocktail is the Mai Tai. So cheers to you, Real Genre. Hope you have a cold beverage to enjoy as well. Just doing a little sketch at the Con Tiki Hotel tonight. Having some fun with that. Just about done too, guys. So, Talelock says, this is the best art. Oh, thank you so much, Talelock. Appreciate that. I've been having a lot of fun with these Lost Tiki pieces. And I'm really blown away by everyone's response so far. So thank you guys for watching and cheering and following and everything else. Hopefully our Tiki mug will be coming to fruition sooner rather than later. But I appreciate you guys. Real Genre says, I have a cold drink, Mexican Coke. Congratulations, man. Cheers. Traveler Bob says, amazing art. Evan says, where in is the John Tiki? I don't know what you're saying, Evan. Are you drinking too, buddy? Monique slapped the pew pew sticker. Thank you, Monique. I have a few announcements to make, but Quench Press, if you want to pick a channel to raid tonight, we can certainly do that here in a few minutes. We're not in a hurry. We still got a little bit of time. I can certainly just sit here and chit-chat with you guys for a while.